Hi, Taurus rising. Let's pull a card for you for April 2021. So you start off the month with the sun in Aries and your 12th house of healing, closure, and dreams until April 19th. So the focus for you for the first half of the month is really on your inner world. Your dreams are rich, your day and your night dreams, and they are pulling you inward to pay attention to them. After the 19th, the sun moves into Taurus and your first house of self, and you're really in the mood to reconnect with yourself and, make this last 2 weeks of April all about just really putting yourself first in the way that feels right for you. The Aries new moon on April 11th falls in your 12th house of healing, and the space that you make for integration and reflection at the time of this new moon to think about your intentions for the next 6 months is really, really potent. Make this new moon a time to forgive yourself for anything that happened in the past, forgive the past entirely, and just commit to moving forward towards a totally new future. The world is, your oyster. This new moon is really inviting you to think like that is the truth. The Scorpio full moon on April 26th falls in your 7th house of committed partnerships, one-on-one connections, and really puts this area, your relationships, into the spotlight. So whether for love, business, or social life, this full moon is really marking a turning point for you in your connection to other people. One person in particular, what new life is begging to be breathed into a relationship, or maybe a couple relationships here. Let this full moon reveal that to you. So let's pull a card for Taurus rising for the month ahead. What do you need to know? All right, we have the 7 of Wands reversed for Taurus rising. Find your footing before we move into this month. Pisces season and March 2021 might have felt a little bit destabilizing for you. It might have been a lot of demands being made on you. The 7 of Wands just shows you really kind of fighting to stay grounded and fighting to hold your position in life. And you might have just made a transition period in some sort of, you're made a change in some sort of area of your life, maybe at the beginning of March or something like that, that you're kind of just being like, wow, this is my new normal that I have to kind of fight to maintain. It won't always feel this challenging as it does now, but this is a time to really honor the growth that is happening in your spiritual life, in your world, in all areas of your life. You are demonstrating a lot of strength and a lot of resilience in order to maintain this new position that you're kind of at right now. Maybe that is like a leveling up of consciousness that you're kind of experiencing right now. This could be a pretty spiritual time for you. In April, we start off with Aries, really lighting up your 12th house of your spiritual 12th house, which is all about your dreams and your inner world. Make time for self-care. Moving forward into the last couple weeks of April, you're going to feel more energy with the sun moving into your sign. But for the first half of April, just take time to get to grips with what you need to ground down into now in order to feel really confident in your position for the spring, your position for the light half of the year, because you are working hard. You've been working really hard, and now this is about regrouping, re-energizing, refocusing. What would it look like for you to just feel like you got this? Because you do. Even though this B period is kind of trying to make you feel like you don't got this, you got this. After the 19th, you can remember that a little bit easier. All about regrouping, all about refocusing on what matters truly to you, and not worrying, giving yourself permission to leave behind in March what just doesn't matter, what is not your battle to fight. Taurus rising, I'm sending you so much love for the month ahead.